Beyond the Gates time, let's get into it. So Kat, Naomi, Dani, and Chelsea wonder if Bill had a clause in his prenup regarding Hayley. So Naomi is going to go to the firm and do some digging because she's like, I've been there more recently. They won't suspect anything. Next, we see Hayley trying to pressure Bill into taking her to St. Bart's on the next flight out. And he's like, I can't get on a plane right now. Then we see Jacob and Isaiah catching up after working out. Jacob is proud of Isaiah for the way he's been taking care of Eva. And Isaiah also talks about how he and Eva are keeping these things PG for now. And Jacob was like, oh, is that doctor's orders? And Isaiah admits that no, it's him. And he's been treating Eva like a porcelain doll, which she hates. Next, we see Eva and Noah. He's had a great first day at the clinic and he actually saved someone's life. Unfortunately, someone was ODing and he sprang into action thanks to his experience in the music world. He knew exactly what to do. So Eva was like, I was hesitant to hire you at first, but you really proved yourself and please let me take you out to dinner. And then we see Leslie popping up saying, see, I knew I was right. Tell me I was right. Carlton is back doing his best to try to spend some quality time with Nicole, and she's like, rain check, I'm just too tired. Then Leslie lets it slip to Noah that Eva's recovering from liver transplant surgery, and he was like, oh my god, if I would have known that, I wouldn't have, we didn't have to do this today. And she's like, yeah, but if you did, you would treat me like a doll and drive me crazy like everyone else in my life who means well. And Isaiah walks up right at that time and he's like, I guess I'm top of that list. And Eva just looks at him. So, of course, Hayley pitches a fit to Bill. Why can't we go to St. Bart's? You promised. And he lets her know that he collapsed the other week. And she's like, why didn't you tell me? Girl. Naomi gets to the firm and she's in Bill's computer after chatting with Caroline. And you know who? I thought he was in Puerto Rico. Here comes Tomas. What are you doing at Bill's stuff? Mind your business. And as soon as Carlton walked out, Kial was right behind him. He was supposed to go to Dallas, but his trip has been canceled, so now he is free. But he is too worn out from him and Nicole's action the night before. And he's like, oh, well, we're not going to do that again, but if you want some company, I'm available. And Nicole is considering it. So Bill tells Hayley that with all of these symptoms that have happened and him passing out or falling out, he just doesn't feel comfortable flying right now. And she's like, of course, babe. Your health is way more important to me than a vacation. Yeah, right, girl. And Naomi, I know that's right. She told Tomas, why don't you go see Kat? I'm sure that's the person you're missing because he's talking about, I just landed from Puerto Rico and I came to the office. She's like, you are not going to get brownie points for coming straight from Puerto Rico to this office. And dad didn't even come in here today. And oh, by the way, I don't want your job. Naomi, you are nicer than me because I would have cussed him out. So Eva clarifies that, of course, she wasn't talking about Isaiah, but she was talking about Leslie. And then Isaiah's like, you know what? Why don't I take you home? And so they get up to leave and they try to throw Noah a bone because Leslie's like, well, I'll stay here and we can continue to have dinner. But that baby Noah was not picking up what they were putting down. And so Eva and Isaiah were like, good luck. We tried to save him, but he wasn't getting it and we got to go. Jacob comes home and he's like, why are all these Dupree women in my home and where is my wife? I mean, I love y'all, but why are y'all here? And so one by one, they all leave because Dani gets a phone call from Kat gets a phone call from her man, and she's going to the law firm to watch him lawyer. Yuck. Then Dani leaves for something else, I forget. So Chelsea's left there and Jacob's like, basically what's going on because he could tell. And Chelsea then tells Jacob that they believe Hayley has done something much worse than what she has already done. So even though Nasty Nikki turned Carlton down, she is here for Kial because she was like, thank you for just giving me the space and things like that, but I don't need it from you. I actually want to be in your space. And he said he wanted to be in hers, and he's grown accustomed to her waking up in his arms and vice versa for her. So, okay. For whatever reason, Leslie has told Noah that Anita Dupree is the reason why her mother unalived herself, because they're just getting to know each other. And he remembered that Leslie told him in his interview that his mother was her mother was in the industry, and so he was just asking more questions about that. Now, I don't know what Leslie's angle is here. Let's see. Kat ran down to the firm to go see her man. Tomas was in Bill's office. They are catching up. They seem to be in love now, okay? I believe it a little more today. But they also vowed to no longer talk about engagements, proposals, or moving in. When he shows up, he shows up. And when she shows up, she shows up. And they pinky swear and kiss on the okay. But then Tomas has the gall to say that Naomi is a huge hindrance to his career because she's trying to worm her way into the firm. That's her daddy's firm, boy. Like... So Naomi goes home and she explains to Jacob that she was looking for Bill's prenup to see if there was an adultery clause because they think Hayley is cheating on Bill. And if they can prove it, they hope that Bill will divorce that conniving bitch. And then she says something about Randy, and she says, oh, Jacob, you probably think we're, crazy or whatever. And he's like, no, actually, I think we should compare notes. Oh, we're getting close to it. So Leslie spent all this time bad-mouthing Anita and Nicole to this boy, just to turn around and say, if you continue to keep doing good at the clinic, I wouldn't mind asking Anita to put her foot in the door to give you a way into the music industry. What? Okay, so Eva and Isaiah are at home and things are getting a little hot and heavy, but she stops him because she is self-conscious about her scar from surgery. And he tells her, that is just a mark of what you survived and it's as beautiful as you are. And she was like, you still think I'm beautiful? And he said, let me show you. But she don't look like she's enjoying it. Carlton is big mad when he sees Nicole and Kial heading out and her putting her head on his shoulder. She is ready to go home with her boo and rest up. Carlton is seething. So Kat tells Tomas it is not like that. Naomi is not gunning for your job. In fact, we basically sent her here on a mission to see if we can prove to Bill that Hayley is up to something and he divorced her. So then she's asking Tomas to help out, and of course he is never down to do anything. He's like, no, mamita, I need to be able to claim plausible deniability because he's right, points were made. He was like, Bill will more than likely shoot the messenger if I go along with this. You guys are family, I am not. He will fire me. So Kat agrees to that, and then they are going to go off and have some fun, whatever. But before that, Kat sent Chelsea a text to go basically chat up Caroline at Uptown to see what info she can get out of her. So Chelsea chats Caroline up at the bar, and she finds out that Caroline and Hayley haven't been hanging around each other. And Chelsea's just like, oh, why? And Caroline is kind of onto her. She's like, why are you asking me these things? And Chelsea's like, Hayley's activities, they impact me and they impact my dad. So please keep me aware of anyone Hayley is dealing with. Chelsea was like, I would really appreciate that. And Caroline, I feel like she's going to do it because she said she also feels concerned for Bill. So let's see. So Naomi and Jacob continue to compare notes, and Jacob, unlike Tomas, is on board. But he was like, I trust you, Naomi, and Chelsea to keep your cool, but I don't trust Dani or Kat because they tend to blow things out of proportion. All that build up between Dani, Hayley, and Bill just for her to be like, the Dupree girls are here to stay, Hayley, because Hayley broke her glasses. And Dani's like, don't you fall for this, Bill. And Bill's like, I'm happy to reimburse you for these glasses. And Dani said, you don't need to buy me a damn thing. So I am ready for all of this to come out. Maybe they will figure it out before the end of this week. That would be so fantastic. Until tomorrow. Like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss what's next.